What's going on, guys? T2RX6 here, back for a update to the Fans Toys quakewave toy. And I got a package from Captured Prey, where I ordered quakewave from, and it came with some extra pieces. It didn't look like this at all, and just a thing of pieces and some screws, and I couldn't figure out what it was for at first. And then after some quick putting things together, and Shockwave is listening to us. You can see his eyes flashing, mostly because the battery is probably running low. I've left it on overnight quite a few times accidentally. But when you put this all together, you can see that we've got a thing for his hose now that's going to replace his arm here, like this. And look at this. We're going to be able to spin his hose. So I thought we would do that, and at the same time I'm also going to install the blaster here, because I actually saw how this actually looks when you turn it on, and it was pretty impressive. I wasn't expecting it to be as cool as it was, so we're going to do that too, and we'll see how it goes. So let's start. We'll take this off because I'm pretty sure we're going to have our electronics in here. I don't know, we're gonna wing this and we'll see what happens, I suppose. How does this work? Okay, we'll just keep that like this for now. Let's see what happens. So I'm gonna fast forward while we take off screws, because obviously you guys don't really need to see screws and stuff like that. I'm sure it's not all that interesting. So we got these screws off, and let's see what goes inside here. Now keep in mind that there were no instructions on this guy as to how, or that came with this box of Captured Prey stuff about what you're supposed to change or how it's supposed to change around. So we are playing this by ear right now. Let's take this battery case out if we can. I think I need something that's going to help me get in there, because I have no fingernails. But fortunately, hopefully Twist Tie to the rescue. Let's see if we can get in there. Come on. We're close. Now we're behind again. There we go. Got that out. And we'll pull off this section of arm here. And let's see, we got the electronics here. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be switching out to a non-electronics arm. That'll be a little bit depressing. I just don't, there's no way that the electronics are gonna fit in here inside this arm. So your options are to have a hose that works, or the electronics arm. I'm not sure how I feel about that. So here's our actual quakewave arm. Oh, which one should we do? Well, that stinks that we can't get these electronics in, because I really wanted to show what this guy looks like when you have the light in here. Because you end up getting this real awesome glow from the front of the barrel. But looks like we're not going to be able to do that. So that's the point of these play-it-by-ear videos, that we can run into all these problems together. So I guess we'll just go ahead and install this and kind of see which one looks better for us. We'll put this in here like this. And then we will take this piece here, and we can close this on up, and you see you're gonna have, let's see, yeah, we'll have 4 screws like so, and we should probably put in one of these because that would help us. So we'll take these 4 and we'll take screws out of our bag. Ultimately, I think I'll probably stick with this arm without the electronics in it because I don't really keep the electronics on all that often, and I don't really like the hose at the top. But I gotta say, props to Fans Toys on providing these extra parts that are things that people wanted to give you options for how you show your toy. The fact that you can have your quakewave have the lighted up arm, or you know, have the adjustable hose. It's something that they didn't have to do. They didn't have to give these extra parts to the stores. I don't know if any of the other stores selling quakewave has got these extra parts, but at least in Captured Prey's credit there, they certainly didn't have to get these extra parts and send them to the people. What you see is what you get. They could have done something like that, but instead we got these extra pieces. Alright, my apologies for the jump cut there. I found out that this screw, I had put in the wrong one because you have these small heads here versus the larger heads. So I had to go back and make that adjustment. I also put the screw back into here. And we're going to take this now and figure out the way we like it, which is going to be when put in the shockwave mode. I want that at the bottom, so like this, and then we can bolt everything back together. So there we go. Very cool extra add-on accessory here for shockwave. Makes it nice. You can take your what used to look like this, this would be your standard layout, and you'll have to sacrifice your electronics, but doing so gives you this extra swivel piece, which you can now swivel all the way down and make it underneath or behind his back, which looks way better in my opinion. So I'm okay with the loss of electronics. Just make sure you take your extra piece, put it back together, and store it somewhere safely. So very cool extra accessory to get for free for buying this toy. Well, not for free, but you know, after purchasing this toy. So I really appreciate that add-on by both Fans Toys and Captured Prey for sending it. So this is T2RX6. I hope you found the video at least somewhat informative as we explored this extra piece together, and I will see you next week.